Y'all, I can't even take it. Okay? I didn't realize this was going to be such a thing. I've not seen anything like this. If I have, I candy coated it over. But the man, he died, what, 2 days ago? Now? 3 days ago? And I just saw this. Mourn Rush Limbaugh's death, then bury his shock jock approach to politics. Again, attacking the man. This is the Baltimore Sun. So, I think I'm going to have to go and do as many of these as I can find, okay? Because this is ridiculous. Let's go through this. Before we start, because I see the beginning of this, yes, I do have a law degree. I love the law. I love everything about it. I do not practice the law. And one thing about it is that I love the use of Latin. But do not ask me to pronounce it because my jacked up accent it sounds awful. It sounds, I don't know what I do. I don't know. I just don't know. But we'll leave it at that. We'll skip this one and go to the English part. Do not speak ill of the dead. The Latin proverb has provided sage advice for centuries. Yet the passing, okay? This proverb has been perfect for centuries, and then Rush Limbaugh died and he ruined it. He's caused some to turn to another thought leader, Mark Twain. Mark Twain was awesome. Let's see here. Death of a famous Twain, who once observed the death of a famous public figure. I did not attend his funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. That's one I'm going to have to look up. Because you know what? Why would you say that about just a random public figure? I didn't attend his funeral. Well, I mean, did you have a relationship with him? Anyway, garbage. Mr. Limbaugh might have appreciated the humor, but then it was probably too subtle for his taste. Jeez Louise. Now he can't even laugh normal. Have you ever seen somebody, this progressive generation or whatever they are, have you ever seen them laugh? Have you ever seen something that they find hilarious? The only thing you ever see them do is watch videos about cats. They own cats. They show cat shit. They have cat food. They smell like cat urine. They got memes of cats. They have sweaters with cats on them. They got mouse pads with every cat they've ever owned. They've got more cats than the damn pound up here does. And each one of them is their own private little baby, or special little baby. And these cats hate people. Cats are not cool, man. Okay, it's not like, hey, kitty, come here. Meow. No, the cat's not going to come here. You know what the cat's going to do? He's going to wait till you're asleep. And then he's going to find something you really, really like. And he's going to pee on it. There's nothing worse than that. There's nothing worse than that in the world. Not a big lover of the cat. I do have a special appreciation for the Maine Coon. But whether or not they are pure cat and not half coon, who knows? But they are a special thing. I also like coon dogs, so I'm a little bit weird. So let's go back here. Enough about me. This is the second time I've seen someone mention this. The radio provocateur who coined the term feminazi. Now, that's like a bad thing to them. Feminazi is a horror. How could you ever call someone a feminazi? You call everybody Nazi. I mean, I don't know if you know anybody who isn't a Nazi. If you are a leftist in this country, you know nothing but Nazis and KKK members. Because all you talk about, everywhere you go, it's like the Tootsie Roll pop. Everywhere you go is a Tootsie Roll of KKK and Nazis. And they're all out for, who knows, your Lucky Charms. I don't know. But just, it's weird. It's a weird fascination. It's a weird pablum, regurgitation of pablum that they just continue on. It's like trying to I don't want to say it. I can't say it. My words got away from me because if I say it, it wouldn't be good. Anyway, so there's the feminazi. He described Chelsea Clinton as the White House dog. I don't know. I've never seen that, but oh well, who cares? And suggested most of the faces on wanted posters look like Jesse Jackson. So he suggested this. I'm guessing right now that's saying that this person heard him say something about Jesse Jackson and said, and then just goes, listen to him talk about that black man. He's suggesting that he looks like a wanted man because he's black. No. Nobody said that but you, asshole. Sorry. No more of this. I need a beeper card. I need a big old beep button, like a Staples Easy button. Oh, let's see here. Loyal viewers of Fox News could be forgiven. Fox News. Gosh. Who watches Fox News unless you're in a nursing home? Forgiven for thinking that this was the equivalent to the death of a pontiff or king or at least a Mark Twain-like literary figure. It's the second time they've mentioned Mark Twain. That's all this person knows, Mark Twain. And, you know, that could be a whole nother segment. Such were the round-the-clock, laudatory comedy. You know, Rush Limbaugh dying, okay? Like, it's like Elvis. It really is. I mean, look when Princess died. Like, people, like, they still have celebrations about her. Who is she? She was just some chick in a car not wearing her seatbelt. I mean, my gosh. Oh, she had been married to a prince that couldn't stand her, hated her so bad that he hooked up with the ugliest woman in Britain. Do you know what type of achievement that is? The ugliest woman in Britain? I mean, wow. Wow. How do you figure out who's uglier? Anyway, jeez, I'm just so sick of this. I'm done with it. And while we were left bewildered by the tributes, we are left bewildered. Who are we, dude? Who are we? You got a mouse in your pocket, sir? We do not find joy in his passing. God, this guy's talking in the third person. He's talking about himself and somebody else. I have no idea who he's talking to. As noted in the Talmud. What's Talmud? God does not rejoice in the fall of the wicked. What's the Talmud? Who is this? Who wrote this? This piece is written by the Baltimore Sun editorial board. So a whole bunch of them. What is Talmud? Oh well. And even a generous appraisal of Mr. Limbaugh's career must concede that wicked is hardly an exaggeration. Wicked? Wicked is something you describe witches as. Wicked is a very derogatory evil. I would say that is has a linkage to the occult. But let's see what Talmud. Oh, okay. So the Talmud is the central text of rabbinic Judaism. How many Judaisms are there? And the primary source of Jewish religious law and Jewish theology. I thought the Old Testament was. Until the advent of modernity in nearly all Jewish communities, the Talmud was a centerpiece of Jewish cultural life and blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, Jesus tore down the temple. I'm not Jewish. Sorry. I love Jewish culture. I love Jewish food. I love everything about it. But I'm not going to study Judaism. I don't study Catholicism enough. Let's see here. Who cares? Straight face. What MAGA media gets right. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I skipped the whole paragraph. And so when Fox Talking Heads compare him with William F. Buckley Jr. with a straight face, a little fact-checking is clearly in order. Whenever they say fact checking, that means they're getting ready to take something and twist it into what they want it to say. I've not read this before. I have no idea what any of this is going to say. No, this was not an intellectual, not a pioneer in the conservative movement. He was an entertainer, and in the modern vernacular of social media, a social influencer with a checkered broadcasting past who stumbled into the zeitgeist of disaffected working class white males. Yes, it's the white guy's fault. Do you know the only group of people for the re-election of Trump, more women voted for him this time, more more Hispanics, men and women voted for him, more blacks, only 1% more women voted for him, but 18% of black men voted for him. That's unheard of. Nobody's ever gotten that. That wasn't a liberal. You had, did I say white women? College educated, post college, everything they break you down to. The one demographic that went down for Trump and up for Biden was white men. White men suck. They kill themselves. They're all eunuchs. They're political eunuchs. I need some Dr. Pepper, and I don't have any. Let's see, where was I? An entertainer. I mean, yeah, so what? But for white males. I mean, this sounds like, look up, no, Morton Downey Jr. Look up Morton Downey Jr. They have videos of him. That guy, boy, he made everybody mad. Look up newspaper articles or media about Andrew Dice Clay. They hated him. I found his Madison Square Garden video on YouTube, and I started playing it. It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not like as vulgar as I thought it was going to be. Richard Pryor, man, that guy was awful. Eddie Murphy, dude, Raw, great set, but still. Anyway. My purpose is not to retell the unfortunate past or condemn his manifest racism, sexism, and even his recent role in deliberately misleading his audience into believing the last election was stolen. Dude, I'm sorry, but if you're going to call somebody racist, you got to... I mean, you have to be beyond a reasonable doubt to say that. That's not right. I mean, that's just like, it is so worthless of a term now. That's like saying you're a rapist, okay? Now, rapist is a really serious bad thing. You don't say that unless, like, someone's being convicted of raping somebody, right? That's how racism, calling someone a racist is. Like, they can just throw that word out, and then immediately you're treated like you're a rapist. You see, am I making that connection there? So, two totally different things, two totally different words, not trying to bring them together, okay? Not saying one's better or worse than the other. But I'm just saying, like, if the end result is the same treatment for both, then you can't use one word casually. You can't call somebody one thing casually and you expect the same end result as calling another word you can't use casually, but the same result's going to happen. I guess what's happening is I'm kind of having that Gina Carano, like, might have influenced the back of my mind trying to figure that out, because I see the duality of it, but still, it's just no more. We just can't live in a society. We're not going to be a peaceful society that lives like this. So anyway, racism. Oh, are you allowed to even say that on YouTube? I don't think you are. I gotta get the list of words you can't say. I just know the George Carlin words, and I think you can say those. Anyway, believing the last election was stolen. it's not so much stolen as in were the votes legal? Okay, that's what the question is. I don't think stolen's a misrepresentation of words that the president used, unfortunately. I'd have said, were they fairly represented? Can every person be accounted for? Which is the laws, because we decide as a society we want fairness. Oh, excuse me for it, right? There's also an especially repugnant bit of demagoguery that culminated in the attack on the U.S. Capitol that left 5 people dead. Okay, those 5 are dead. Like, that one chick was shot, Ashley Babbitt. Nobody knows who shot her, okay? Other people died because they're fat and out of shape. Come on now. Come on. And there's no attack, okay? Did they round up any guns? Any mortars? Any bazookas? No, there's none of that. There were reports that there was a pipe bomb at the RNC. Was there? I never saw it. Okay? The next day they said that someone carved Trump in the back of a manatee, and it wasn't carved into the back. There's algae all over those things because they're slow cows in dirty water, and someone just wrote it. Okay? It's like writing on a window. Still illegal. You can't touch them. Can't touch a precious manatee. They used to think they were mermaids. So someone has gone down there and tried to find out. Think about that one. Knows to address the broader legacies coursing political debate so profoundly with creation of ditto heads. Oh, geez, ditto head is a problem now? Precursors of the Trump deplorables. They're just making up stuff now from words they've heard. It's just made up stuff. This is a horrible thing. They went so far past just like, don't talk bad about the dead to like, oh, this is our chance. We're going to just pile on everything because now that he's dead, he can't come back and correct us and make us look like the fools that we are. Because that's what they're doing. They look like fools. I'm just skipping all this stuff. I bet you there was there's more instances, all there is. But here we go. So we seek not to celebrate a man's death, but ask Americans, Democrats and Republicans, young and old, and regardless of race or religion, and perhaps use this moment to mourn our loss of courtesy and respect. This article had no courtesy or respect. Okay? This is bull. And commit to do better. Surely one of us is without sin in this regard. Oh, none of us. I read one of us. None of us is without sin. But all of us can try a little mutual respect, a pernicious and injurious, man, I can't read these words, fad has now officially ended. Rush Limbaugh was a fad. Long live civil debate. Now, this is the only thing out of this whole damn article is worth a damn. And I've been saying this. We don't have civil debate in this country anymore. I'm impressed they even know what that is to put that in there. I think someone came along and added that, and these people don't even know it. But, yeah, that's the Baltimore Sun for you. Yay, Baltimore. You're winning. Jeez. What the hell, man? A fad. Rush Limbaugh is a fad. I'm gonna fat out. Oh, jeez. Oh, there go my ear microphones. Please like me. Please share me. Please subscribe to me. Let's have some fun. Let's try to get through this. And I do love y'all. Like Rush loved y'all. Whether you liked him or not. And let's... these people must be listening, because I always usually say the same thing. But hey, listen, God bless us all, right? Even Tiny Tim. So like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, and I will be seeing some of you, whether you like it or not. Now you like it. That's why you're listening. Soon. Peace, y'all.